So the first method with jelly plates that we are going to show you is just abstract. So you don't need any stencils, you're just working with the patterns of the ink. Now if you watch jelly plate videos, you'll see that they say you can use acrylic paint. You can, but we have found that it stains all the things, so we use ink instead. It's much easier to clean. And baby wipes are actually wonderful. They'll clean everything very easily, and because there's no alcohol contained, then it's safe for all of your tools. So the first thing that you kind of have to figure out, and there's a bit of a learning curve here, is how much ink to actually apply. Too much, and it's not really going to give you the effect that you want, but then too little and it dries out very easily. So we always say a little dab will do you, kind of like a pea-sized, and then you can always add more if you like. You don't have to get crazy about patterns because when you use your brayer, it's all going to be blended anyway. So just kind of put it all over, make sure you've got good coverage. Now we have also learned that with the brayer, you want to go in one direction with the roll. So you can change with your wrist, but you're always rolling the same way. And this seems to make it much easier to get coverage. Now something else that we've learned too is that once you have coverage, stop. Even if there are some smudges that you don't like, because the brayer will start to pick up the ink, and then you have to reapply. Now I've actually gone a little thin here, but I think it'll still look cool, and we'll see what happens. And another fun way to just make cool pieces of paper to use for projects or for journaling is to clean off your brayer on another strip, and then you've got a really cool printed piece of paper right there. So now that you have this, you want to take your paper that's just a little bit larger than the actual plate and then rub. And what I like to always tell the students is to have one hand steady and one hand rubbing, just so you don't mess up your design. Works especially well when you're using stencils, but even here I've just gotten in the habit of keeping one hand steady. Now you can always take a little peek to make sure that it's transferring the way that you want it to. And because I'm paranoid, I tend to over rub, but I don't think that's a problem. And then you lift, and you have a really interesting piece of paper that you can use as a background for another work of art, or cut up and use for collage, or whatever you want to do.